Gaming laptops are usually expensive, right? Well, they don't have to be, because Asus Stuff range includes a seriously good mobile gaming PC that will deliver 180p gaming for a great price. The combination of NVIDIA's GTX 1650 CPU and AMD's Ryzen 5 3550H gives the tough fx505dt all the tools it needs for gaming performance. So let's find it out whether the Asus TUF Gaming can be a best budget gaming laptop, and is it still a decent choice for coders too. Design and build quality. The Asus TUF Gaming fx505dt takes after the last generation fx505ty. The display has narrow bezels at the top and on the sides. That makes fx505dt relatively compact for a gaming laptop. The build is sturdy enough to get the job done. In fact, like most other Asus laptops, this one is MIL STD 810G certified for durability. The thermal vents are positioned on the rear and do not pose any inconvenience for day-to-day uses for gaming. The keyboard has RGB lighting and easily traceable WSAD keys. All the ports are placed on left side. Display. The 15.6-inch IPS LCD panel on Asus fx505dt has metal finish and native 120Hz refresh rate. The performance hardware is a little bottleneck when it comes to touching 120 fps refresh rate in most games, but it's still a great to see a machine with higher than 60 refresh rate in this budget. However, color and contrast aren't as punchy or accurate as on high-end notebooks or high-end gaming laptops, but still best in its budget. All the input-output are present on the left side. These include RJ45 LAN port, one HDMI 2.0 port, one USB-A 2.0 port, two USB-A 3.1 ports, and 3.5mm audio jack. A USB Type-C port would have been a great choice. Now let's talk about the main highlight of this laptop, that is the RGB. RGB lighting can be customized from the Armory Creative app, but unlike 4 lighting zones on high-end ROG machine, this one has only a single zone. The keys are responsive and have 1.8mm travel, but the feedback is soft and soggy. Performance and gaming. The Asus FX505dt with 3550H performs pretty okay with 4 cores and 8 threads. It has got a fair amount of multi-threaded power to offer in this affordable form, but the performance does seem to be a bit off despite having a solid 3.7Hz turbo clock speed which come into play once the core is needed. That does affect its overall gaming performance, but considering it's a graphics card, that makes the most difference to your actual frame rate. The GTX 1650 is able to keep the things trucking along at a decent level. Expectations may have to be measured to a certain extent. After all, a low-spec GTX Turing GPU isn't going to smashing ultra setting at 120 fps, but it will still deliver quality 1080p gaming if you are little more measured in graphic settings. Even so, Asus Notion 1080 resolution, the GTX 1650 manages decent frame rate even on the top graphic settings, with FaveCop New Dawn hitting 44 fps on average. The Full HD resolution is welcome for a mainstream GPU, but it's also a healthy 120Hz refresh rate. Now let's move towards the cons of this laptop. It's not easy to get inside and perform any sort of storage upgrade to add some more cheap data to the system. It's similar issue on the memory side too, with Asus opting to only provide a single DIMM 8GB system RAM. Verdict. But those are all relatively minor niggles and represent the necessary Asus has chosen to make in order to keep the cost down and keep gaming performance as high as possible in its budget.